Hello friends, in today's video we are going to unbox the all new Kindle, the entry level Kindle. Well friends, Amazon Kindle is a ebook reader which comes in basically three variants: entry level or budget Kindle, the Kindle Paperwhite and the Kindle Oasis. The one I am holding in my hand right now is the budget level Kindle or the entry level Kindle. So let's do the unboxing friends. So let me do the setup friend and then I'll come back to you with the review. The setup requires a basic Wi-Fi connection. The budget level Kindle has only Wi-Fi connectivity and does not use a SIM card. So I'll connect it with my Wi-Fi and do the setup, and after that, exploring it for a little while, I'll come to you with the full review. Well friends, moving on with the review, I have finished setting up my Kindle device. I won't discuss much about how to set up a Kindle because anyone who has opted to purchase a Kindle will definitely know how to set up a Kindle. All you need is, if you are opting for the basic Kindle, you definitely got to have a high speed or whatever Wi-Fi connection at your home, because the basic Kindle has only one kind of connectivity, it is the Wi-Fi connectivity. If you go for the higher versions like the Paperwhite and Oasis, you get an additional SIM card connectivity also. So once you enter your Wi-Fi username and password, the rest is like very simple, you can always set up. So I'm done setting up my Kindle friend, and I will show you how the Kindle looks, my all new so beautiful Kindle. I have purchased the color white. This is a sample book they have shown me, like it's based on some international bestseller. I just 5 minutes back I set up the entire thing, and I'm just doing the very first hand review of the thing. So I haven't purchased a book actually. So it's a sample I have downloaded. See, you can see. Having all said, all done friends, so let's discuss a bit more about the Kindle friends. One thing I can tell you friends, genuinely, that the Kindle is awesome. The kind of display, the kind of feel, the kind of look it has, the kind of sturdy, lightweight compactness it has got, it's like awesome. I'm just too impressed with the design and overall quality of the Kindle, and the reading quality and the interface is just like an actual book. So let's discuss a bit more about Kindle. Like many of the people who might be watching this video want to know, like why should we go for a Kindle? Even I too, when I was looking for a Kindle, I had these questions, like so I have summarized a few things which I came across before deciding to go for a Kindle, to go for buying a Kindle. First and foremost is friends, Kindle display is glare free. So like unlike the other digital devices like mobile phones or tablets, the kind of rays or the light or the illumination which falls into your eyes is like very kind of painful to the eyes. But the kind of display the Kindle has, it's a glare free display. Trust me friends, the way I'm looking at this device right now, it feels like an actual book page. It does not feel like a digital device which has a backlight and the screen is glowing. It's almost like a paper. The kind of display it has is like a paper. It actually, Kindle uses a technology called the e-ink Carta. So they have a special technology embedded into this device which makes the display looks like exactly like a actual paper. The next big point which I want to say is like the Kindle is a distraction free device. And many of the people who want to buy a Kindle, before buying a Kindle they have a thought like I go, okay, well, I need a big screen to read, I can go for a tablet. Why buy a Kindle? I'll go for a tablet, I can do so many things. And this is where the catch comes. For reading, and if you are choosing a tablet as a reading option, no, you won't be reading. What you will be doing is replying to some tweets, liking some posts in FB, playing a few games for 20 minutes, half an hour, and at the end of the day the result will be like you haven't read a single page. So it's distraction free. Once you are connected with internet and in the modern cell phones or tablets, you cannot think of even reading, because before reading comes you have lot many things to do, like you have to do your FBing, you have to do your Instagram, you have to do your Twitter, and all these things will ultimately result in no reading. So it's a distraction free device. One point number 3 is it's a like this tiny piece of 174 gram of device can hold literally 4 to 5,000 books, and if you need to store 4 to 5,000 books physically, maybe this room will fall short. You will need 2-3 such rooms. So it's like you can have a huge collection of books in one simple compact device without the physical need for the space. Next point is like it has a very long battery life. The battery life is estimated around 1 month in one charge, in one go. Then the other point is like it allows reading in complete darkness. Like this is one thing which separates it from a normal book. If you want to read a normal book, you have to rely on the natural light to fall on the book, and then only you can read it. But if it's a Kindle, if the room is completely dark, then also you can read it. I'll show it to you. The Kindle page is visible, right? And nothing else is visible. I'm also invisible, but the Kindle is visible, so you can easily read the Kindle in darkness. Point number 5 is you can do a one-handed reading. Yeah, really. You can't read a book with holding one hand, but this device, this book, this e-book, the Kindle, you can read with one hand like this. I can totally easily, comfortably read a book with just with 2 of my fingers even. I don't need even a hand. 2 of my fingers are sufficient to hold this book. And one more thing, it's a very big point in fact. The e-books are much cheaper than the paperback versions or the physical hard copy of the books. So if I'll just quote an example. If there is a hard copy of a book for around 500, the e-book version of that same book will be around maybe 200, 220, 180, anything. It depends, not exactly, but more or less at least 50% discount you are going to get on an e-book. So you can expect by this thing that within 1 year or 2 years, if you are a normal reader also, you are going to get the entire payback. Your Kindle is going to be free, because this 500 book, if you are getting for 250, within 1 year, if you have read around 20 books also, you can totally claim for your Kindle price. So it's a big advantage. And above all, friends, this is the generation of preserving our planet Earth, our Mother Earth. Contribution from our side, but always we are also we are able to help our planet Earth be green and cut less trees. So this is also a subsided effect of purchasing a Kindle. In the long run, it is definitely going to help our planet Earth also. This is all about the Kindle. The things I liked about the Kindle, the kind of display, the feel, the look, the ease of reading. It's just awesome. You trust me, guys, it's just awesome. Like I too was too much speculative, like 6,000 for reading books. But then again, once you go for a Kindle, like you will just love the Kindle. And one more thing I want to review here. Before purchasing my Kindle, I had this doubt, like Kindle Basic versus Kindle Paperwhite. Friends, Kindle comes in 3 basic versions: Kindle Basic, Kindle Paperwhite, and Kindle Oasis. Oasis is not at all recommended, because it's like Oasis is for somebody who spends his entire day in books or book reading only. The only thing he or she does is reading books. So it's like totally out of the league thing. Now the question comes between the Kindle Basic and the Kindle Paperwhite. The price difference is 5,000 between the Basic and the Paperwhite. And the basic point of difference which you are going to get, friends, between the Basic Kindle and the Kindle Paperwhite are SIM card connectivity, waterproof, and 300 ppi display versus 167 ppi display. So let's discuss these points in a very short while. Waterproof. So I don't think waterproof is a very useful feature, friends, because there are very few people who read a book in a swimming pool or while bathing. Point number 2 is SIM card connectivity, friends. Nowadays Wi-Fi connectivity is almost readily available in almost all the places. Even in railway stations you get a Wi-Fi connectivity. Even in some of our modern trains are also coming with free Wi-Fi. So Wi-Fi also you are going to get almost everywhere. So for SIM card connectivity is not much of a need nowadays. And 300 ppi display, it was like a basic point of confusion for me, like a doubtful thing for me, like by compromising with the 167 ppi display, will I be able to read properly, will it be like very funny? Trust me, friends, I have purchased the basic Kindle. The 167 ppi display is more than sufficient. It's like beautiful, it's awesome. You can clearly see all the fonts and like all the text. Actually I did a lot of research before purchasing the basic Kindle versus Paperwhite, and I opted for the basic Kindle. Many of the tech savies were saying the 300 ppi display is needed for graphic books, like Marvel comics, DC comics. If you are somebody who is into reading comic books and like books which have a lot of graphics in them, then you might need the 300 ppi display. But otherwise, normal text written books, 167 ppi is more than sufficient. And honestly, trust me, I am a 167 ppi basic Kindle user, and I have found no distortion at all. It's just superb. It's awesome. You can very clearly read with the basic Kindle. So before concluding the video, I want to thank my lovely wife who actually gifted me this Kindle on my birthday, which I had a few days back. Very beautiful gift, and a very very heart touching gift for me. If you like my video, please do press the subscribe and like button. Thank you. Thanks a lot.